Yo, what's up, world? It's your boy Banya Chroma Jr. And I just wanted to thank God that we all made it through the weekend. Here. We made it to see another week. And today's basically Monday Vibes, episode 11. Or maybe I should change it to Quarantine Vibes, with everything that's going on. And the topic of today's message is, can you weather the storm? Okay. Now, this goes out to everybody, but especially those who tend to procrastinate and just assume that the world will stop and wait for them, right? Doesn't work that way. Now, a lot of people are starting to finally wake up and recognize just how vulnerable we truly are. Remember that high paying job? Remember that false sense of security, the optimistic belief in the American economy and system of capitalism? Remember that? All that has just been taken away, like a rug that's just been pulled from under our feet, right? And now suddenly we're falling, right? We're free falling from about 10,000 feet in the air. We're all in the sky with no parachute, right? This is all just proof that all those false gods, worldly, materialistic, and evil things that most of us worshipped and idolized were all fake. Those things are all temporary and are not going to save us. Okay? All all of your designer clothes can't save you. All right? Actually, you know what? I got an idea. Let's do an experiment, okay? I want you to take your Gucci belt, right? Go to the local grocery store and just hand it to the cashier and try to exchange it for, say, a stick of gum and see what happens. We already know the answer, right? So, the fact of the matter is that this crisis is really going to expose America. Okay, this event will finally reveal whether the system of materialism, uh, this culture of zero savings and high debt is. This is the test to see whether the system is going to last or come crashing down. Okay, the world economy is literally shutting down before our very eyes. This has never happened before, right? Now, the government is offering help, but how soon is that help coming? Nobody knows, right? Now, think about this, right? If the average American doesn't even have $400 in savings, how is the average American that's working paycheck to paycheck and living beyond his or her means, right, based on our bad spending habits? How is that person going to make it 2, 3, or even 4 weeks without income, right? And that's if Congress finally agrees to this stimulus bill, right? And who knows when that'll be, right? So it's about to get bad, folks. And the truth is, basically, the truth is finally going to be revealed, all right? But I'm not saying all this to try to scare anybody or make anybody make any erratic decisions, but I just want us all to be prepared, okay? In fact, in preparation for this, I actually pulled up a scripture. It was in Isaiah chapter 31, verse 1. It says, "What sorrow awaits those who look to Egypt for help, trusting their horses, chariots, and charioteers, and depending on the strength of human armies, instead of looking to the Lord, the Holy One of Israel. In his wisdom, the Lord will send great disaster. He will not change his mind. He will rise against the wicked and against their helpers. For those Egyptians are mere humans, not God. Their horses are puny flesh, not mighty spirits. When the Lord raises his fist against them, those who help him will stumble, and those being helped will fall. They will all fall down and die together." Now, as bleak as that sounds, you guys have to realize that America is modern day Egypt. Okay? So those of us who worship this society are about to have a rude awakening. All right? It's just the way it is. I hate to say it, but it's about to be like one of those scenes in The Walking Dead. For those of you who haven't heard of The Walking Dead, it's basically a very popular TV series that came out. It was about the zombie apocalypse, right? And, it's almost funny because I remember when I used to just sit back and listen to my coworkers debate and theorize on how they would survive if they were forced to live in the apocalypse when civilization as we know it came crashing down and we were forced to ration and survive in a now primitive world where looting and savage survival tactics were a necessity to survive. Now, obviously, this is not the zombie apocalypse, right? But it's about to get real, okay? Now, with that being said, I've come up with 3 tips or survival tactics to help survive this financial famine and weather the storm, okay? You ready? Here we go. Number 1, come up with an immediate survival plan, all right? This is all I want you to do. I want you to call an immediate family meeting and make sure everyone's there and paying attention, right? If everyone's in one house, I want the grandparents there, the parents, kids, and make sure that the kids are there with their cell phones off, right? Better yet, have everybody put their cell phones in a bowl and put that bowl in the middle of the table, right? Make sure everyone's paying attention. Everyone has to be involved, okay? Then what I want you to do is to do an inventory check of your refrigerator, your toilet paper, etc. Everything in the house, right? Then I want you guys to agree as a family to limit the use of the toilet paper, paper towels, and agree to ration everything, okay? Ration everything from the cereal, potato chips, the milk, etc. Everything, okay? That was number 1. Number 2, limit your trips out of the house, okay? The more trips that you make, the more gas that you have to buy, and thus the more money you have to spend, okay? So be smart with every time you have to leave the house. In fact, when you go to the grocery store, actually try to get to know the people that work there, right? The grocery store employees, right? And ask them when their shipments come in and then plan accordingly. All right. I went to the grocery store, right? Thank God I actually already had toilet tissue, but I just wanted to see if they had some and they were out. So I asked the clerk, I said, hey, when's the next shipment coming in? He said it's coming in tomorrow at 3 o'clock. So now I know if I need some toilet tissue, I better be there tomorrow at 3 o'clock. See how that works? So that was number 2. Number 3, if and when we finally get this coronavirus stimulus plan, right? And say that you do get a $3,000 check, right? Treat that money like it's the last money you're ever going to get, okay? Don't buy a whole lot of junk food, right? Instead, buy items that can last longer than just one meal, okay? Try to buy non-perishable items, okay? Also, don't blow all your money on delivery, food, and takeout, right? And last but not least, don't blow all your money on drugs and alcohol, okay? Very important. Now, let's just say, and I'll go there with some of you guys. Let's say when you smoke all that marijuana, you'll be high and you'll probably be feeling good for a short period of time. But then when you finally get a case of the munchies, and for those of you who don't know, that's a sudden food craving, right? And when you get that feeling and then you go to the fridge and open it and realize that there's nothing in there but a slice of cheese, that's the moment that you're going to have regrets, all right? And I don't want you to have regrets, okay? So that's basically it. So to review, the 3 tips and survival tactics to help you survive this financial famine and hopefully weather the storm is number 1, come up with an immediate survival plan, call an immediate family meeting, do a family inventory check, right? Number 2, limit your trips out of the house. Number 3, when we finally get the stimulus money, don't blow it all on fast food, takeout, or drugs and alcohol. All right? And to sum it up, I pulled up another scripture, Psalms 33:16. It says, no king is saved by the size of his army. No warrior escapes by his great strength. A horse is a vain hope for deliverance. Despite all its great strength, it cannot save. But the eyes of the Lord are on those who fear him, on those who hope in his unfailing love, to deliver them from death and keep them alive in famine. We wait and hope for the Lord. He is our help and our shield. Okay? So go ahead and like and share this video. And remember to please subscribe and hit that bell so that you'll be notified when I drop my next video. All right? It's your boy, Banier Crowman Jr. I love you, and I pray that you have a safe, blessed, and corona-free week. And I look forward to seeing you all again on Friday. All right? I love you. Peace.